Right, today we're going to talk about Hip Hop Don't Stop. We get loads of emails and phone calls and like direct DMs coming into us asking loads of different questions, so I thought I'd save you the time. And we've literally got a list here, a cool list of all the different things that we get, and I'll just work through them one at a time because you probably got some questions about Hip Hop Don't Stop, so I figure if we can answer it in this beautifully presented video, it will save you guys time. So the first question that we get asked a lot is, can't afford it. Totally understand that. We actually make Hip Hop Don't Stop as cheap as we can. We want to make sure that it's an opportunity for everyone to be able to attend, but we also understand for some people that could be a bit of a challenge. When I was younger, my father actually went bankrupt, and so I knew what it was like not to necessarily have available funds. So one of the things that we always want to do, especially for our family members like you, is to offer a payment plan. It's really simple. Email Alison at office@urbanstrides.com or pick up the phone and give her a call, 08448 48825, and she'll be able to organise a payment plan so you can spread the payments out. So there we go. The other thing I'd also just like to say about that, which is quite important, is quite a lot of our teachers have said this, because quite a lot of them live in London. The fact that we bring so many teachers together in one place is really cost effective for you guys. So maybe it might be worth thinking about your training budget for the year, where you're doing education, and pooling it in one place, because you get months worth of work in just a few days because you're doing workshops all day. And because it's in one place, and we're in High Wycombe, we're just outside London, the cost of living is not quite as expensive. So hotels are a little bit cheaper. There's a range of different accommodation opportunities. So rather than think about how much it would cost you if you kept going in and out of some of the big cities, paying all that travel fare, come into High Wycombe for a couple of days, and it will become a lot more cost effective. That's our top tip. Second point, nervous about coming on my own. We totally get it. One of the inspirations People Don't Stop is when I went travelling quite a few years ago now when I first started. I went to a few events and I was always nervous about coming on my own. It was one of those things that you kind of turn up at registration, you're maybe not sure who's there, and then after the first couple of workshops you get to meet plenty of people. But we wanted to go one step further, and at Hip Hop Don't Stop and with Urban Strides we always like to do things a bit different. So when you actually arrive, we obviously have you already allocated into certain groups. We'll introduce you to other people. We'll make sure that there's other people that you know. Our instructors as well are chosen because of how welcoming they are and how good they are at building relationships with students. So you can rest assured that the main focus of Hip Hop Don't Stop is to make sure that you feel comfortable and happy, because we understand if we focus on that, it makes the whole atmosphere awesome. And so when people keep talking about, oh, Hip Hop Don't Stop, so cool, the vibe's so good, that's because we focus on making you feel comfortable. So that's the answer to coming on your own. Oh, also you should know as well, I think it's about 87 to 88% of people that come to Hip Hop Don't Stop do come on their own. So if you're sitting there thinking, I don't know anyone, honestly, you'll be in the same boat as a lot of different people. And once you've come once to Hip Hop Don't Stop, you create the Hip Hop Don't Stop family. So when you come after that, you've got a ready-made fam ready to go. Third one, I'm not local. This happens a lot. That's fine. We have accommodation locally. Again, if you need to find out some of that, it's on the website, urbanstrides.com. Click on camps and then choose your age, whether it's youth or adult. And within that, it will have a little bit of information about details and accommodation. And you've got loads of accommodation. There's B&Bs, there's hotels. There's some slightly cheaper options. Depends on what your budget is, depends on what you want. You can share rooms. So it's completely up to you on what you want to do. One of the things that I would suggest though is we have people that fly in from all around the world. So we've actually had people that have flown in from South Africa, from Germany, from Scotland. So it is quite a special event, and I would definitely say it's worth the journey. So again, I would add up the amount of travel or whatever and think about it in your total budget. That's an important thing just to bear in mind as well for the future to help you out. And also understand as well that we are just outside London. So if you want to pop into London, if you're coming from another country, that's a 30-minute train ride from High Wycombe. So it's all you're in a good place in High Wycombe. Nervous, you won't like it. That's the most natural thing in the universe. Whenever you go into anything new, we've always got that little bit of fear of, oh, what if I don't like it? What happens? Well, like I said before, when I was younger, my dad went bankrupt, we didn't have any money, right? So everything at Urban Strides comes with a money back guarantee. My personal view, and that of my whole team, is that it's up to us to prove to you how good we are. So if you come along and you think, do you know what? It's not really working for me. I tried it. It's all good. You just let us know after 2 workshops on the first day, and you get a full money back guarantee. So the way it works is you come along on the first day, you get to do 2 1.5 hour workshops. If after that, you're sat there thinking, do you know what, it's just not vibing, it's not working, it's absolutely fine. We're so pleased that you've taken positive action to get up off your butt, come to an event. We really respect that. So you just come and talk to the event organizer, and we'll sort you out with a refund, no questions asked. The worst thing that will happen is that you'll get 3 hours worth of free workshops. So all the risk is on us, nothing's on you. So if it isn't the best dance event you've ever been to, you can just let us know and we'll sort you out with a money back guarantee. So you've got absolutely nothing to lose. I just tick off where I go. So next thing is who are the instructors. Now the instructors are really carefully handpicked. So every event we have different instructors, and at the end of each Hip Hop Don't Stop, we actually do a feedback form where people talk about the instructors that they like, what they enjoyed. So the reason the event keeps getting better and better is because we are getting instructors that you love. And also, we have a whole philosophy at Urban Strides about continual development, continually pushing. So those instructors want to give the best to you. They know that they're on the scorecard with the feedback, so they're incentivized to do a brilliant job. And they just care a lot. There's also a very small percentage of teachers that are really qualified to teach Hip Hop Don't Stop, because not only do we need people that are awesome in terms of dance ability, they also have to be brilliant teachers. I'm a big believer in this. I think we've all been to a class before when you've had the most amazing instructor, like the most amazing dancer, maybe seen them in a dance film, or they won a big battle or a competition. You're like, oh my goodness, they're amazing. And you go to a class and suddenly the teaching ability is not there. Well, you're in a class, right? So for me, the teaching ability is absolutely fundamental. So the instructors that we pick have to be incredibly knowledgeable about street dance culture, have a real deep understanding about it, have to have learned from one of the major pioneers so they really understand what they're talking about, and they have to absolutely be passionate about it. They have to be passionate about the Urban Strides philosophy, which is about positivity and spreading good vibes, and they have to be able to communicate it in an inspirational way. Now that makes for a very small group of teachers, but they are highly qualified and mega awesome. If you want to learn a little bit more about them, every event we have different teachers. So make sure that you go onto our Instagram and our Facebook, and you'll see videos of teachers coming out so you know exactly who you're going to get. Other question we get is what makes Hip Hop Don't Stop so unique? So I think the biggest thing is, when I started to travel a lot and learn, I went to a lot of street dance camps, street dance workshops, and one of the things that I found was it was a brilliant way of learning, but one of the things that we wanted to change and do differently was that I found that from workshop to workshop, there was no what's called congruence, which is just a very fancy word for saying no connection. So one person in one class might teach something very similar to someone in another class. Well, Hip Hop Don't Stop, we make sure that all the teachers work in unison, so that whereas one teacher might be working on performance in a style like Krump, and they're all about character and they're working that, maybe when you're doing popping, it's more focused on technique. So each workshop that you do really goes into a different area of focus as a dancer that you need. So one might be on creativity, on freestyle, one might be on learning choreography, one might be on developing foundational variations, one might be on learning the absolute fundamentals of that style. One might be on working on your own character and individualism within the dance. One might be on musicality. You get the picture. So what makes it so unique is that at the end of the course, you've got a real balance of lots of different teachers. So certain teachers aren't just going over the same thing, they spread it out. But underlying of all of the teachers, which is really important, is a philosophy of having fun, loving and feeling the music, and doing what feels right in your body. So that is a thing that runs through every single class. Ability levels, this is really key as well. In order to have a great time, we separate people depending on age and ability. So in your class, you can rest assured that if you're a professional dancer, we have people that have performed with the likes of Rita Ora, Rihanna, performed on X Factor stages, loads of stuff. We've got professional teachers that come down for personal development. So you'll be in a class where you'll be challenged and pushed in a really positive way. But also, if you're a beginner and you're thinking, I'm quite nervous about it, we've had people that have done very little street dance and they've come along, they've been in a beginner class, and it's really helped them out. In each class there will be mixed ability because we teach so many different styles. So some people might be great in one style and not as strong on the others. So you will find from class to class, different people have different strengths. And our teachers as well are trained to teach on mixed ability. So even if you're new to a certain type of style, they'll make it accessible for you, they'll break it down. Yet if you're a UK champion, they'll also have ways of developing you. Our teachers, really, they're world class. So a lot of our teachers are UK champion, international champions, judge major international events. So they have the ability, no matter what level you're at, to give you something to help you grow, whether you're a complete beginner, an intermediate, an advanced, or even a professional. Done. The other thing is there any special offers? We get asked this quite a lot. We do one very simple special offer, which is an early booking discount, which is if you book early. We normally do that, that's about normally a week to 2 weeks before the event. If you go to urbanstrides.com, click on camps, and then click again on your age, either youth or adult, and then you'll go and you'll see there's an early booking deadline. So it changes from event to event, so make sure you go there now to double check, because the deadline could be right now, or it could be 10 minutes ago, or it could be tomorrow, depending on when you're watching this video. So go to urbanstrides.com and you'll get your special offer. That's it.